Master on the beat, let's get it.
Alright, it's your boy Brandless back at it again. Welcome to the channel. I'm so excited, so happy. Uh, uh, your boy Brandless always in the grind, guys. This was my first tournament for OP-08. I was blessed and lucky to be able to get the Namis. Guys, you guys know, well, if you don't know, I don't have access to the sim for like the past month and a half because for some I have an old computer and for some reason every time I download the sim it downloads damage. Shout out to Ginger, one of the crew members, one of the homies. He's gonna try to help me fix it, but hey, in the meantime, we're grinding, we're doing a lot of locals, a lot of any tournaments that I can make it, no matter what type of tournament it is, case tournament, treasure cup, uh uh like um uh sometimes they do $1,000 tournament. Anything that your boy Brainless can go, I'm gonna try to go. um but I've been doing a lot of research, testing, playing a lot of tournaments. um um so and we'll be grinding, and I was blessed and lucky to get the new Namis. But because I haven't tested, I read the car and I knew the car was broken, guys. But I was like, um oh, before we get into that, early you play Nami, you swing banish, I believe he counter. Then I played like a Datsu, killing Rebecca. It feels always good. And I mulligan. This was my mulligan hand, and because in the Lucci matchup, even with the new changes they're gonna make, you still want a mulligan for either your Enels and your Karakuris. I prioritize Enel because it's a lot of pressure. But if you see your Karakuris and you don't see your Enels, you can still compete in the matchup, because if you can, you have a lower removal for 5 or less in your deck, that if you're able to Raigo or Karakuri their A cost and you can keep up with them, removing their high cost characters, you have a good chance, because at that time, sometimes they can trash the remaining geckos or the Ishos. So, like this match is about who can control the board, who can answer. Whoever runs out of answer is gonna fall behind. But I like to mulligan for the nail for sure, because it's a lot of pressure, and you can always drew your other cards. So far I don't have a Karakuri, but I have the nail, so I'm satisfied. He removed my Gedatsu, so it is what it is. But then I swing 5 and then I play the nail. He has no blocker, he couldn't establish nothing, and I believe he was on his 6 dons when he did that play. So now he's gonna have 8. So I already established my nail before his 8 done. That's always welcome. So I read the card Nami, guys. I have it in my hand, beautiful card, and I'm like, I don't play a lot of triggers in and out, but okay. When you play Karakuri, you play a lot of body triggers, so that's why my thought process. But you still do, any yellow leader is gonna have triggers. That's how yellow works. And I'm like, almost half of my decks are triggers. Like the Raigos have triggered. I have two 2Ks. I have 8 2Ks that have trigger. The Franklin and the Capone. I have the Nami is a trigger too. Oh, Nami is a trigger. So here he does the Gecko combo, but it feels good because we can protect that NL. So far, let's see what we do from now on. But hopefully I can draw a Raigo, because if they start stacking the 9 cost geckos or high cost character, it's really rough for NL in the late game, because sometimes you're not gonna have all the healing, all that. But as long as you can remove their 9Ks or high cost characters, you can compete against black. If not, they're just gonna overwhelm you. But that's what you try to do when you are being aggressive towards them, and like you can establish your high cost characters, and they cannot remove, like, because for the most part, Lucci is going to be able to remove your like after you play the nail, anything you play after that consistently they can remove it. But if you can consistently also answer their geckos or whatever they do to remove, it feels good. So here, guys, Flampe's are an amazing card. I'm able to, this is beautiful. You're able to draw 2 cards, right? I believe I drew another nail, and then I have 6 done, so I can put pressure on board or on live, and then I can Raigo. So just I have. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Let me see. Yeah, I have the small screen, so it's hard for me to see. Yeah, I we drew an Akara from that Flampe. But the problem is I only have 7 dons, right, guys? Because I had nine. No, 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 no. I had 9, so I should have 8 dons. I'm sorry, guys. I have 8 dons still. Yeah, I should have 8 dons because I had 9. Because I went first. So I went 7 to 9. Yeah. So here I'm just attacking the Brook. That's what you wanna do. And do you 7 alive? He blocks. And then you play the Karakuri, and that's what you wanna do in this matchup. So now he has to take care of that Karakuri. Now I'm at 1 life. That's how I wanna be as an NL player, and I can Raigo the other Gecko if he plays it. So yeah, guys, like I was saying, man. So the Nami, I was like, I don't have a lot of body triggers. I rather have the Luffy. He's a 6K, but with Luffy, yeah, he has value. You can, he's a free trigger. You don't have to discard anything on life, and when you play him and you are 2 life, you can like he draw a card. So he gives you a card. But as an NL player, you already have a lot of ways to draw. You take a lot of hits with your leader. You keep healing, so you always drawing cards. We When I'm starting to abuse now as an NL player is the Frankly. Like if my hand is healthy, it's balanced. Even if Frankly is my 3rd or my 4th life, I would do the ability to draw to get the cards that I need, to get the answers that I might be missing. So we have a lot of ways to draw through the game. So NL feels so consistently even without the 5 Scots Yoshi. But I feel with the Nami addition, especially after today's tournament. So here, this is, they're removing your board and they're not establishing nothing, but this is good because now it gives, since he doesn't have a lot of pressure on board, it gives me the room to put a lot of pressure on his life. So, so yeah, the new Nami increases the ceiling as an NL and it allows you to be more aggressive. Why, guys? Because the only weakness of the Datsu is like if your opponent is playing characters that are higher than his life, now Gedatsu is dead in your hand. It's only 1k counter. The broken thing about Nami is at any point of the game, if you have one trigger card in your hand, you're gonna put the work with you can put the work with Nami. The only way is like they have protection, protection. So we drew, yeah, we top dead then now, and that was clutch. So yeah, so like I was saying, guys, so Nami issues increase the ceiling because, okay, so in OP-07, almost 7.5, I take the Sabos, right? So this is a big turn, but I take the Sabos. But the problem with Sabo right now, guys, I have 1 life. If I play the 5-cost Sabo that trash a life and kills a 5 or less, I'm a 0 life. So I'm vulnerable to. He's doing something. He's a store manager. Shout out to Nick. Thank you for hosting us and allowing us to record. Shout out to Arcatelas Gaming, man. Go check it out if you're from Florida, man. I believe near Lake Mary or Vito. I don't know. I'm bad with cities, whatever. Like I told you guys, I don't keep names. Like I'm really bad with address and stuff. But go check it out, Arcatelas Gaming. I believe so. Arcatelas. And give me 1 second here. Let me see here. Let me see, guys. So Arcatelas Gaming is located at 101. Well, I don't see the full address. 101 North Country Club Road, Lake Mary, Florida 32746. So guys, if you're near there, go check it out. Hey, I'm showcasing that I bought the Lucci alternate art. I borrowed the missing cards from my brother Kobe Sierra. So with the homies, I'm starting to learn how to play black until I can learn how to because I know how the deck works and what combos you can do, but I'm a spectator. I'm on the other side. But to be a great black player, you need to grind that matchup and you need to learn. And sometimes the deck can lose to himself, but to be a great black player, you need to be able to adapt and react to, okay, maybe I don't have the geckos. What can I do? What things I can have used? So shout out to Ginger, Nick, They're gonna help me, get good with Lucci. Hopefully, I can, learn the color and be good with him. And after, I for the most part, I know the matchups, the weakness of the matchups through the game. But playing black is just a different style. Um, and then so yeah, when once your boy Brandless feels ready, I'm gonna grind with him at locals because I feel like I learned how to play nail through a lot of matchups. So I wanna start playing other colors. I wanna increase my ceiling as a player. So guys, this turn was amazing since he didn't establish a gecko. I didn't need to rag or nothing on his board. So here, be able to go 6, 7, 7, and play a blocker, it is insane. Yes, he knows what the cards do, but shut up. I love players like Nick. He reads the cards like me. Like sometimes that habit can go away, but read your card. Just make sure, just read it. It's not just maybe you see the cards 100 times and you know what they do, but read the cards, check the counter they're blocking, and go from there. So here, guys, I don't have healing. So I definitely have to protect my life. Also, you gotta play around. You gotta play around. Sorry, guys. You gotta play around. If they're gonna try to remove your nail, you still stick to one life. You know what I'm saying? But here it's just a lot of pressure. Just a lot of pressure. So he plays 7. He plays, I believe, the jack. What I would do, I wouldn't swing first and then play the jack and see, to try to get cards out of my hand and all that. But I think he's gonna try to kill my blocker. So yeah, let's see what he does, guys. He has 3 dons, but I feel like you wanna bait, you wanna see how I react, and then you do your plays. But maybe he did it for a reason, so he might know the Enel. Guys, would you imagine if Jack was a Luffy? Oh my god, would destroy my deck. So he goes 5. Because now I know he already used all his done. So now I know he can only do 5, 5, 6. He minus, I believe, my nail. But I feel like I have to counter here, guys. Because I have no healing. He doesn't have a lot of cards in hand. So what I would do next turn, I would go maybe... So he does lead ability. That's a proxy. I think that's another Brooks that he has face down. And also, guys, he allows proxies. So yeah. And I also believe this on the 15th, September 15th, he's gonna have. The reason I'm being mindful is because I want to keep Danami just in case. I ended up discarding her because he's not gonna play no blocker. So it's okay to discard Danami at this point. But the only reason I'm doing that is because I want to be able to, when he does Jack, I want to be able to protect him. I'm losing cards this turn, but next turn I can just clear a board, clear the Jack, and now it's like if you play something else, if you play maybe I'm just holding the Nami, man. I don't know why. I might discard her at the end, but I was just holding the Nami, just thinking ahead. Be mindful what you discard. Like I said in previous video, you sometimes discard. You ended up discarding a card that you don't want to discard. But yeah. But here I think I do the Raigo. No, I don't know. Yeah, because he doesn't have a lot of cards in hand. And I can hold an Nami just in case. I'm just thinking about what to discard. I have a lot of pressure next turn. But you need to respect the game. But I think I just go for game because yeah, I discard the Nami because at this point I gonna go for game. I'm gonna go for game, and the best thing to do is to start doing 9s because you can do 9 twice with the nails, and if he's still at 1 life, then you do Raigo and then you go 5 to 4 because if he defends 2 9s, that means he's not gonna have cards in hand. So you go 9. I'm like, that's a 9, brother. So he's giving me 2 cards, 3 cards. So now I think he has 2 cards in hand. I go 9 again because now I can go 11, and there's no way he can counter that. There you go, GG's, brother. Let's get into the second round, boys. Shout out to Nick, man. Great game. Remember, guys, he allows proxy. That was the first round. And now we're going to get to the second round, baby. All right, guys. So here we are, round two. We are facing Red Purple Luffy. What you want a mulligan against this matchup is for Raigar. Katakuris also helps. I think that's one of the biggest thing. You want to see Raigos and your Katakuris because they play a few A drops and less that you can just bottom life. And then you also want to play around. If you can, you want to play around. So first life Rago, that's really good. You also want to try your best to play around Law. Sometimes you're not gonna be able to do it because they're swing big, but you try your best. So here, it's not the best to go. I'm asking for a 2K. Are you gonna give it to me? Maybe not. Uh, but guys, as you guys saw the previous matchup, guys, so he gives me that. That's a banish. That's really nice, and I pass. Um, so you guys saw, guys, putting that pressure, it works. I'm still gonna be playing the nails because even with the jacks, it puts a lot of pressure. But generically speaking, guys, if you're having problems against Lucci, it's just you wanna be able, if you can answer. That matchup comes down to who has more answers. Of course, there's gonna be turns that you need to know when to go for board, when to go for life. But generically speaking, it's whoever can answer more. So here he goes 7. The only reason I didn't counter is because he was gonna allow me, he was gonna do it before doing that. So that's the reason I took the hit. So here, guys, this is when what I was saying earlier. I only have 6 dons because I went second. So here, this is when the new Nami puts to work. Why? Because yes, I wish that was he would have played a kid blocker, but he didn't. So that would be a better target because I'm not gonna play nothing that big. But as an Enel player, I mentioned this in the past. You wanna take care of what is in front of you. Sometimes of course, if you play against green. So here you go 6, so you asking for 1 card of his hand. I think that's a 2K or 1K. I'm not sure if that's a 2K or 1K. So as an NL player, Enel, guys, Enel works similar to black. So I play the Nami. I think I discard the other Nami. Maybe I'm giving a 0 card, but yeah, you keep the 0. If you have 3 0 cards, yeah. So yeah, that's because it's just about the momentum. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remove that card is not uploading anymore. He ran fast. That's the scary thing about this leader, that he can ramp like crazy. And here I think he's playing the new Riley card, so that was really nice. The first time somebody played that. Well, it's the first tournament I do when OP-08 is allowed. But it works like black, where like if Enel can like keep up with you building board and remove your board, you're gonna have a hard time because of his effect, where he can just keep healing himself. Like if he's had 1 life, you gotta hit him 3 times. It's just a really broken leader effect. So yeah, if that's one, like, okay, I'm gonna remove that character and just go from there. I think he minus and then kill my Nami. To be honest, I read it. I didn't even fully read it because I trust. Like I was just like, okay, got it. But I'm gonna check for it right now. Let me see if I can find it here. So, but that was a good turn for him because that's what you want to do. It just you want to control the tempo of the game. Now that Nami cannot attack. So let me see here. I don't even know how, bro. I don't know, bro. So here, having that Kara, that's what I'm saying. Rago and Kara puts a lot of work. Because if you can Kara that, it just helps. It just switching the momentum. And then here, having the Rago, that's why like I'm still playing Rago at 4 because you need to if you can like when your opponent plays a high cost character, they're wasting the whole turn to do that. So here he plays the queen, he's playing defensive, he's being smart. I don't remember what I drew here. Wow, man, I pay. Oh, never mind. No, she's still. I was gonna say. The Namis are going down. I mean, I had a discount on cool stuff. I had to get it, man. Like I waited. I didn't pay pre-release price, but I know I play a little bit. A little bit up. Like I play. So here he didn't play the 10 drop, the 9 cost. So here it's like I can put a lot of pressure. So I go in 806. He takes it, so that's really good. And I play the ace, choose not to heal, and go 10 to 6. So he gives me a blocker, and that's always good. You took a life that turn, and you took a blocker. Those are characters that he can put pressure later in the game. So Riley says, on play, select up to 2 of your opponent characters and give one character 3000 power. And give one character 3000 power, and I think this is just me a spell. Wait. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, minus. So now he plays it. Yeah. So yeah, and then he can kill. Yeah, he did it right. Yeah. It's just really good. You can kill you minus and then you kill at 2000 or less. So that's really good. So here, did he swim a life? No, he swim on my. It was smart of him. He swim on my category. That's why I even the 1K. So here, guys, it would have been insane to have the flampe, but we have the answer. Losing 1 life is better to having a 10 drop where let's say he plays another one, and then he starts stacking those. It's like it just go downhill for me, because he's a smart player. He's not gonna go for my life, so I'm not gonna be at 1 no time soon unless I force my way there. And that's also the reason I didn't went to 3 at that point, because I have a bigger board than him at that point. He only had 2 blockers, so play that ace, put pressure. But here I can go 10-10, right? I'm looking at his trash, checking what he has. It's still an early game, you know. But here you just gotta be really mindful what you do, because he doesn't have a lot of cards in hand because I've been putting pressure. So I'm just reading Riley what he does again, just confirming again. Okay, perfect. Because I'm trying to like do what I want him to, force him to be a 0 life, but he's not gonna be able. He has a blocker, cards in hand. But just in this matchup, like I say, Katakuri and Raigo, they put a lot of work, because it's just if I remove that character right now, I'm on 1 life, but it's hard for him to go for lethal, and I have counter. Excuse me. I lose a great card though, so that was smart of him of starving me. That's a great strategy. Because I believe I'm gonna lose an ace. I'm debating here what has more value. For a second, I forgot that he was an AK, but I'm like, no, you're an AK. It's like, yeah, I'm an AK. So the best numbers here is to go. I should have swung 10 with ace first. You have to keep your opponent. I'm doing the same thing no matter what, but you have to keep your opponent guessing. But the reason, because it's the habits. At this point, I'm definitely doing 10-10, playing the 2 costs and going and doing Raigo. I'm 100% doing that. But I'm always love to rely on the good habits. So here he has to give me 2 cards, and then I go 10 again. And it's just a lot of pressure. Just a lot of pressure. Because I'm asking you for your blocker or another 2 cards, or you take it and you're at 1 life, and then I'm gonna, you know. But right now he might thinking he's probably have a cara. You know, that's it. Like I say, I'm doing the 10-10 no matter what. This is not, but usually you want to commit the less down possible. When you start talking, you want to, I mean, it depends, guys. Every scenario is different. Because sometimes it's good to start with 7, 9, and you go from there. But at this point, it's not a big deal. But I'm just trying to give you like generic tips where like, okay, be mindful what you do, very demeanor. Be mindful what you do, and like, keep your opponent guessing as consistent as possible. Because what about if he might think, oh, he's gonna play another 10, you know? Maybe he gives me a blocker early, you know? But at Raigo, I lose an ace, that's really, really hurt. But I'm able to establish a blocker, so potentially I can survive another turn. I don't have any more healing, so that's scary. But I can keep on my board, and wherever he does, I can, no matter what he does this turn, I can put pressure the next turn. Let's say he goes the route to play multiple blockers. I can be like, now I'm gonna do 4 big attacks, and I go from there. Of course, if we drew a Yamato, maybe I go 6, 8, and 10, play that Yamato, go back to 2, because you want to keep yourself at 2 life, because they play rushers, you know, they play rushers, so you gotta be mindful. And then I don't remember what he does here. If you would have played the 10 drop Luffy, it's scary. But like I say, we have counter in hand and we have the blocker. But I don't remember what he does. But you see, like I was saying earlier, Enel is kind of like black, where like you want to remove your opponent board, build your own board, and overwhelm your opponent. Um, and that's what, like, you just gotta have knowledge of your matchups and know what to mulligan for, and hopefully you drew those cards. So here, guys, now I know that 10 drop is not coming, so that's a little bit of relief because it could have put pressure towards my board. Like I say, I have counter on board and I have a blocker, so I put myself in a good position. But I don't have any more healing, so it's just scary, It just, we both are in a time bomb. Now, if I will have multiple aces, I'm really, really comfortable, So he plays that. He's a 7k leader. And yeah, let's see what he does. So he puts one Dawn to the leader. Also, he has to be mindful how he uses his Dawn because he doesn't have a lot of cards in hand. And if he commits all his Dawn, he might get rid of my Kara or force my blocker. But now, I can protect that Karakuri no matter what. And then next turn, you have no Radical Beams alive. And I can just, overwhelm you. It's a 7k though, so, I gotta do, But you just gotta adapt, guys. You just gotta adapt. Let's see what he does. He just, right now, I put in a situation where, like, he has to be mindful. He has to be mindful. It's like, I don't have like the biggest hand ever, but he doesn't have the biggest hand either. And he has I have the better board because I have an 8k and a 10k. And that's the important thing of Karakuri. He's Riley, Raigo. He's Newgate because it prevents him for being aggressive towards me. Because one of the weaknesses of Enel is like, yes, like you want to be at 1 life, but if your opponent build a big board and you have a 1 life, he can easily eat your hand. And once you lose your hand with a low hand size, is a wrap. So he attacks, and I counter. I believe he went like 9, and then I counter with a 2k because that makes it a 10. I'm sorry, I didn't catch what I drew there. But we drew. Okay, let's see what we. I believe. Okay, so he's a 7k leader. So the best numbers to do here is 11 twice and see how he reacts. Because the great thing about doing 11 right here to 7, he has to give me the Radical Beam plus another card in hand, and that's a lot of pressure. So I believe I top dead the Gedatsu. Right now, Gedatsu, yes, I can play the Gedatsu, kill the Nami, but I'm losing what can counter on my hand that I might need to survive or to protect my board the following turn. I still have the board advantage, and in this turn, I can potentially eat your hand. I was thinking to do like attack with everything, but if I attack with everything and give you the advantage. So you start first with the 11 with the ace to see how it's going to react, to keeping guessing. So he gives me the Radical Beam, that will make it an 11, and then he has to give me a 1k. Yeah, that's 4,000, it will be 11k plus 12k. But now he has 3 cards in hand, and then you do 11 again and see how he reacts. He gives me, he has another Radical Beam, but he has to give me another card. So he's losing a Radical Beam and another card in hand. So here I believe I have 6 stones open, I can do another 11. But I'm like, I'm gonna math you out. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go 7 alive twice. Why? Because he only has 1 card in hand. So no matter what happened, I'm gonna do, So here, he goes to 0. He's telling me he doesn't have any more counter, and I kill the blocker. So this was an amazing turn. And this is the key of managing your attacks properly. Maximize your attacks. You go 11 to 11 twice, and then you go 7-7. You technically math him out. Like where maybe he would have counter, but he would have no hand, maybe 1 life. You know, just because doing right here another 11, what we mean is he would give me the Sanji, and he would have a life. But right now he's a 0 life. He has to hit me 3 times to kill me. So he has to think really well what he's gonna do. If he wants to play a high cost character, I don't think he wants to do the kid effect. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Yeah, I think he can ramp though, if he minus. But let's see what he does. So he goes A to A. I give him the 1K. You have to. He pays 10, plays that. Then his board is going bottom life. Okay. And then he gets arrested on, I think. And then he goes 7 to the Nami. I'm like, okay, you have it. Yeah, going alive. It does nothing because I'm gonna just do delete ability. Then he gets another turn, and I just I'm still at 1 life, and that's how broken the Enel effect it is, because it makes your opponent like to kill you way harder. So here I have counter, and that's what I want, and I have 2 0 costs. So he goes 10 where? 10 to the... He has to go to the Kata. And then I defend, and then I give him the blocker. And at that point, I just have enough attacks. And he only has 3 cards in hand. If he would have played blocker, that means he would have played less pressure towards me, so I would have more hand size. But at this point, just give him the blocker. You keep the 0 cost, choose in case. You keep the hand, choose in case. Draw for turn. So I have another counter, so that's really good. You go 10 to live, see how it's gonna react. But yeah, GG's, man. Great games, brother. It's always a pleasure playing with you. He beat me like a week or 2 weeks ago. He's a great player with Red Purple Luffy, and he just testing the new cards too. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna figure out an insane build. I feel like he has a good match against me because he has the Shanks, the Newgate. I would choose Blast to be able to to be able to have answers to everything that he did. But guys, hopefully we keep getting better in that matchup, and let's keep grinding. So now let's get into round 3. Alright guys, so here we are, round 3, playing against my boy Ginger. Shout out to you, man. Always great games. And he's gonna be one of my masters to learn Lucci, so I can't wait to keep grinding with him. To learn the deck. So here, round 3, I believe he won this dice roll. He's doing that early to draw to get cards into his deck. I'm able to go in first, so you want to put pressure against black. You guys saw my first round. You saw it before, where I just built back to, I did multiple nails, which is a lot of pressure. Every game is gonna be different. You're not always gonna draw the right way. And here I'm thinking, like I said earlier, I have 2Ks, I have cards, so I want to keep my nail. I want to get into my deck, right? So why not do that trigger? So I do the trigger, draw. He's like, oh, I see you. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't mean I have a bad hand. It just means I'm trying to get more pieces that I can use to abuse in that matchup. So he plays the Rebecca. That's really good. Also, like right now, if I would have a Gedatsu, that would be really nice. He has the Brook too, so yeah. I think I have a Gedatsu already in hand, so that's really good going first, especially when I don't play that Sabo. Well, yeah, they go 2 and 4, so if they play that, Borsalino hurts, but you don't see Borsalino in that many lists. I think Borsalino is like a sleeper card, because Borsalino is like a 6K in your turn. You cannot get that to him. Yeah, you don't get the Brooks value, but oh yeah, every build is different. But I feel like it's a card like it can still be abused, I believe so. But like I said, I'm learning how to play black, so I'm learning. So I attack 5 to 4. He gives me a counter, a 2K, and then I play that too. I want to get rid of that Brooks. Brooks allow him to do more and more plays. Guys, if you guys saw, I have 2 categories, so that's really good. If you don't see Rygos or you don't see Enel, at least with Katakuri you can get rid of other Gecko Morias, so that's really good. I think he already milled by Leader Fed one of the Geckos, and that's rough. I think he ended up trashing with Leader Fed multiple Geckos, and that's the only thing that I'm gonna grind the leader, and I want to be really good with him, a good pilot. But one of the things that might keep me away from competitive is like, yes, it's an amazing leader, you can do amazing things, but sometimes you can just lose because of that. But I will find a build like I don't know, I don't have the knowledge, but That's why I like cards like Isho. I like cards like Stussy because okay, I trash my geckos. Okay, now I can still do Isho you. I can still Stussy you or Sabo you, the A cost. So yeah, that's what I feel like. It, I feel like Lucci can get away with maybe a few more bricks because we don't have a lot in the format. And well, we have still Blue Doflamingo, but Blue Doflamingo plays a bunch of lower cost characters easier for you to remove, even without the stage. I believe so. But hey, it's early in the format. We're gonna grind that. So he's going 6. It's minus my Gedatsu. I wanna take all the hits. I know I'm afraid of Ishimi, but if he has it, he has it. So here he's getting this is amazing. Now I can Raigo his Jack. Now in this matchup, you only Raigo their geckos if you don't have your category. If you don't have your categories, that's when you use Raigo. Because you, like I said, guys, you need to deal with what is in front of you. The only matchup, if you only have one Raigo, you might hold that, is if you play against green. But if you have multiple, use that. Don't be afraid. Because you have to, as an NL player, you have to deal with what is in front of you. So here I'm counting my dons. I'm like, what's my best place? You know, if I play Flampe, I'm not gonna be able to do it now. But I think I'm forced to do it. Maybe I should just play the. Do I have? Yeah, I have a Nam in hand. Do I have a Gedatsu in hand? I don't know if I have that. So I draw Franklin. So losing that Franklin. That's a Yamato in the cara then. Okay, losing that Franklin is kind of rough because that would be really nice. But like I said, I'm trying to get a Gedatsu. I don't want to play the Nami and lose a card out of my hand, but I'm thinking, taking my time. But I think that's what it has more value for me. Because like I say, as a Lucci, as an NL, you want to deal with what is in front of you. Of course. So I give him the Frankly, it is what it is. I go 6 alive. The reason I did this is because he probably would have given me the blocker. So here, you gotta give me a 2K if you're gonna block that, you know? And I establish a character too. So you have to be mindful. You have to adapt to what is in your hand. If you don't have, if you need to keep your triggers, you know, like your Ragos and stuff, I don't blame you. I'm not doing that play, but I didn't have the Gedatsu. It would be better to have the Gedatsu now, but because he was a 4. But hey, you move on. You gotta, you know, at least I remove the Rebecca. If he plays a Jack, I can Raigo. I can go bigger to the Jack, or maybe just do the Raigo, because that's what you want to do. And you adapt, guys. You just adapt to what's in front of you. He goes 5. I don't have an Enel. So I'm gonna be a 9 Dons. I have a Yamato. So this is something that I learned by testing a lot. Don't be afraid of being a 1 life. So the reason here I will give him I think I give him a Yamato. Maybe I should have given a 2K, but I give him the Yamato because I know if he goes to if he goes big with his character, you know, I can play Yamato comfortably. The only bad thing is being a so he plays the Jack. She's a 3 right now because leader and Ice Age, and he's just trying to remove that, get value out of his Jack. Because I would have been 5/5 and Raigo. So here I only have 9 Dons, and if I wouldn't have the Raigo, I would honestly what I would have done 9 plus 5. That's like 14. So I would go 14 to 8, honestly. So here I go 6 alive, but thanks to Raigo, I can do better plays. Maybe I would have won 12 to 8. He doesn't have a lot of cards in hand. And then I Raigo that, and then play that blocker. This is a really good turn for me because I was able to go 6 alive, eat a 2K, Raigo his Jack, and then play a blocker that has a lot of value in this matchup. So like I said, this is a different game than the first round. You just gotta be able to adapt to what you have in your hand. Because we have the what I like about Enel, he has multiple ways to adapt to what's going on. And what I was saying like a second ago, you gotta be mindful when you counter, but at the same time, if you have your aces, it's okay to be at 0 life. If he's gonna put me at 0 life, that means he's committing a lot of dons. So here I gotta trash a card, probably giving a 2K. I mean, it is what it is. I think I give it the Franklin. I want to keep at least one Yamato, one the Katas, and then else. Yeah, maybe I should have given the Franklin just in case it start me a late game. So here he only has 4 dons open. I'm like, sure, that's fine. I'm gonna take it. Why? Because I have the ace. Don't be afraid of being a one life, of 0 life if you have your healing. Because and also it all depends the board state. Yeah, so he kills my flampe. That's really good. You know, sometimes we go for a game, we put 10 downs, they go 11. So here we top deck another ace. We have the Yamato, so I forgot to put my Don backs, but that's mandatory. My Dons that are under my leader, that should be on my Dons area. And then I noticed that, oh my god, I'm so sorry. But I haven't got it on. I'm like, wait a minute. He's like, yeah, but that's mandatory. You should have in your fresh face, you get your Dons. So I go 6. I'm thinking, I think I have more value going 6 alive. Yeah. And then yeah, now I establish a 9k. If we get Gecko, I can Kata. I still have the blocker. He can heal me if he wants to, and then you know, I'm comfortable. I have 2 aces in hand, and you know, like I barely play the Yamatos in this matchup, but every game is different, and you have to adapt, and that's why I really love Enel, because I'm just making sure the string is going on. Because you know, sometimes we run into some technical issues, you know, some problems in the live stream, but lucky, you know, since we start using that, if you guys see that, that's that battery you see there, that's he has tiene una linterna. He has like a flashlight. You can, like, if your car has your battery is dead, you can, you know, use it to make your car start. You can charge, like, that thing is amazing. Shout out to Kaiso, he's the one that gave me that a few months ago, like a year ago. So shout out to you, my brother. So he told me where to buy it. So okay, so here, you know, he has the blocker, he has 10 dons, but he has 2 lives. So, and I have multiple aces. I have Karakuri to answer his ACOS. Isho, of course, always hurt. If he Isho me, that's really scary. But if we have an answer for that issue, it's not the end of the world. So he goes 6 alive. The reason, like I said, guys, I don't blame him for doing that. You eating cards out of my hand. So I have Capon here. There's no need for me to trigger that Capon. Here I have 3 Karakuri, so I can give him 1 Karakuri. I don't think the game is going to be long enough to be able to, that I need to use all those Karakuris. So here, like I say, he's doing that play. He has 5 dons. I'm like, sure. I have ace. Having ace allows me to. I'm checking this trash. He can either do finger pistol, ice age, or he can do sabo. Either or is fine. My ace still gonna give me value. Since he has no big board, there's no need for me to give him cards. So here I drew a 1k. That's always welcome. So he ice age, and then he finger pills. He has to finger. I think that's the name of the card. Finger pills. Yeah, and then he has to charge 2 cards. Thank you for him from being honest. I'm not used to that. Like, you gotta charge the 2 cards. So I draw for turn. 0 cost. That's always welcome in the late game, especially when you already have your high cost characters. So here, there's no need for me to go at that character. Go 5 alive. Then pay 10. Go back to 1. Always make sure you heal first. And then, yeah, he gives me the blocker. So now I have another ace. I have 2 Karakuris. So, yeah. So here, he dropped for turn. So here, it's just like, he trashed multiple geckos too. So that's really rough for him. He was able to put him back in the deck. But, you know, it just, you know, look, I was watching, I think there's a guy at Trocious TCG or something like that. Shout out to you, man. He likes to do commentary for for Japan big tournaments. And shout out to you, man. I really love your content. Sorry if I kill your name. I'm bad with names. But he has a great voice. The commentary is amazing. So I was watching this and now it's 3v3. It was Enel against Lucci. What he did is he starved the Lucci. And that can work, but I don't think that can work consistently. And I'm sorry. Why? Because he won the game, but it was a close game. I mean, he saw everything. I mean, both players saw everything, but he did the right attacks. He played the blocker at the right time. I really liked the strategy that he did. It worked. It was beautiful. I did the starving earlier last set, and I don't think it's that's Angel, my boy. He wanted to charge the phone. I'm like, yeah, charge it, it's fine. We got like 90% battery right there. So I was playing against, shout out to Go Bruku, great player, and he was playing Lucci, and like I was starving him, and he just took the win because I played, bro. I had like an insane board, but I never attack. I think I think the starving game can work. I just waited too long to attack in that matchup, to be fair. But to be honest, being aggressive also works, and I feel being aggressive works more consistently because you put in pressure. You put in Lucci in a time bomb where like he has to answer everything that you do. If not, he's gonna be close to lethal. And that's the reason that I choose the path to be super aggressive. He told me I should have swim first. He's going to fight. Okay. And I let him go back because he's my homie and this is locals. And guys, this is the first tournament of OP-08 and this is locals. Like, he didn't do anything that I had to react and then take it back. If I would have counter or anything, yes, okay, I already did something. But come on, bro, you're fine. You know, if it's like a big tournament, even if it's your friend and you're like, no, bro, you already commit, that's fine. It didn't even matter then. He had enough minus. It didn't even matter then. So yeah, hey, anybody's entitled. I don't saying you're a bad person because you really like, no, you already played the gecko, but come on, bro, it's locals, man. Be nice, you know, especially if you hold me, you know. But I might not let you take things back if you're playing like a big tournament because it matters, you know. Playing misplays are part of the game, but come on, man. Like nothing. Oh, now if a judge would say no, you already did it, that's fine. That's fine. If I judge, I'm helping him put the cards. Yeah, I'm helping me. Okay, put the first 3 for the other guy, and then now you do the 3 for Lucci. There you go. Perfect. He did the right sequence. Just helping me. It's a lot of things. So he kills my yeah because he and now okay wait. He's thinking if he's gonna do the blocker too. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like it's just locals, you know. Like, but yeah, like you gotta be concentrated. Like, and even a store treasure guy, there was a guy who was playing me and me's playing. I'm like, you know what? Take it back, bro. It's fine. Like, it just because like, you know, like if you're already committed, already reacted, or our judge says too late, it's fine. Like I say, you have to be on top of your game, and misplays are part of the game. But you're my boy, Ginger. And I would have loved, like, if I would do a play and want to take it back, I would have loved to That's not a lot. Like, I'm not saying, oh, reward me for making a misplay. But what I'm saying is, like, you know, it's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, he just played the gecko, but he took it back right away. So, you know what I'm saying? Context matters. So, here I know he's not going to pay no more geckos because he put 3 on the bottom. So, here he can add the minus, right, guys? So, the 2K. Because, bro, that 2K he's a CP. So he can technically add it. So there you go. Like I say, the game can get interesting because he's healthy on life. He's healthy on life. You know, it's not over. Even by trashing 3 geckos, he's still putting the fight, you know? Like, you have to respect the fundamentals. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to be you have to have a balance. And you have to adapt to your hand. But I take being aggressive all day. I take being aggressive all day, baby. Because it's like, he's not going to have a lot of cards in hand in the late game. We trading board. We're going back and forth. It is what it is. You know, here I have another ace. I'm thinking about if I'm going to... he has 8 dons. So let's see what he does. Oh, he has 7 dons. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm thinking he might do jack, he might do this. Do I want to counter? I think I want to count. I probably might counter because I was thinking of the jack, but I don't have an answer to the jack. You see what I'm saying? I don't have an answer to the jack. I don't have Raigo. So I also want to draw the Raigo, just in case, you know? So 6 alive, I'm like, you know what? I don't need to be at 0 at this point. You know? And then, so this is what you gotta be mindful. Depending on the game state, that's when you're comfortable going at 0. Right now, I think one of those CP can attack. So he has 7 downs. That would be 9k. So that would force 3 cards out of my hand or the blocker. And I'm like, I'm gonna just give you a 2k. You're probably baiting me, you know? So context matters. Being a 0 life when he doesn't have no more attacks and you can heal, that's a good advantage. But going to 0 when he can potentially do a 9k and eat 3 cards out of my hand, that can potentially change the momentum of the game. Because I know he's gonna start drawing those I forgot the name of the card, but the one that, you know, -3, draw a card. So I'm comfortable gonna give you that 2k. So he plays the jack. I don't have an answers to the jack, but he can kill my I think oh, he's killing my blocker. He doesn't have enough for my kata. So he draws a card, he has to trash a card. He's trashing, he heals me, so that's good. And that's fine of him because, but he made a misplay. I will tell you what misplay I did. Because he's gonna have 3 cards out of his hand. He has to trash 1 card. Okay. So this is a misplay that I did. So he has 3 cards. I was like, I'm gonna bait him. I'm gonna bait him, right? If he take, because I attack with leader first because I was thinking like, okay, if he takes a hit, I should go for game. I should put in a 0 life. I have the Nami to kill the Rebecca if he plays Lucci. Gecko, so I'm fine. But I'm giving a lot of cards in hand too. But guys, this is what you should have done. He has 3 cards in hand. Even if he's able to defend all the attacks, he has no card in hand. And I have a Kata and an Ace. But me attacking first, alive, giving the extra card to defend that. He still had no card in hand, but he was able to defend. So decks like Lucci, they also have a lot of bricks. So go 808. I definitely should have went 808. Definitely. So that was a misplay apart of me. It's definitely 100% misplay. It took me a minute. I'm thinking, like I say, Jack is a new card. We need to learn how to play around it, how to maximize our plays against them. I always try just to go back to the fundamentals of the game. Because any deck, any leader, once they loses their board or their hand size, they're pretty much in a really bad position. But here, I was thinking to swing big twice, kill the Lucci and the Jack. Maybe that could have been a good play too. Just hold the ace. But maybe looking back, that would be a better play. I should have went. So he has 3 cards in hand. He can go 10. He could have gone 10, 11, 10, 12. I mean, it is what it is, man. If he has 3 2Ks, he has 3 2Ks. Like, but I definitely should have went. Going 8 and 10. That's not a bad play either. This is a bad play because he took it. Now he's gonna be able to counter. Here I should have went for the Lucci and then go 10 alive. That's what I should have done too. I should have also react. I should have been like, okay, 8 a Lucci, you know, or 8 alive and then 10 alive, and like, okay, if you don't kill me this turn, I'm gonna kill you next turn. And yeah, he has a 0, and then I'm like, you know, that's what I should have done. No heal and then 10. He has no card in hands now, though. He has no card in hands though. That's good. But he kept to keep his board. But I'm at 2 lives, so but definitely 10 times better. I either swing big to, I go 8 or 6 to see what he does, and then I go big to Jack. And now I have 2 live. I still have the ace on hand, and I have Katakuris to answer their 8 costs if they play them. And then I'm still comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the Ernder. You know, it's not like, oh my god. But here, it could be scary because he probably could have put pressure, maybe play a Gecko, play the blocker. I still have the, like I say, like, him having board in 2 live, I don't want him to be there. So, if I'm going for your life, I had to commit to your life. That was my misplay. I was like, I hesitated too much, you know? But we're learning. But unfortunately, also, he only has 1 card in hand, so I know those geckos are at the bottom of his life, and he only has 2 life, and one of those life are a brick. So, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. You know, but let's say he's playing Stussy. Let's say he plays Stussy here. You know, that could be rough too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then because he plays Stussy, I don't have Lito, and just, you know, be mindful. You know, I really, the way I did it, that's not the way. Because if he plays Stussy, he kills my win con. That's what I'm saying. I should have went for game. If I'm going for your life, I should have commit to your life. So here I counter, and then because he went 10, I counter with the 0 cost, and then he going 12. All he's done, and I'm like, I had to defend that even if I had no hand. He plays no blocker. Now I can still go for game. I'm still good. He trying to win for board, but what I'm saying is you gotta play around all these different scenarios because you never know. Me going for life and then for board, that was a huge misplay. I still top if you would do, yeah. So here you go 8 alive. He's gonna take that. No. I'm like 8 alive. No. I'm going 8 alive. And I confirm it with the crowd. Like, I say 8 alive, right, guys? They said, no, yeah, say 8 alive. And then I go 10. Because there's no need for me to go for that. So, yeah, GG's, man. It's just math and mile. But definitely, guys, the way I did my attack sequence, it was not the play. But we keep learning, we keep grinding. I believe it's going to be now the final round. And I think you guys are going to like it. Let's get it. Alright, guys, this is the final round, round 4 against Kalgara. I think this is my first time playing against Kalgara. Maybe I played once in the scene when I have access to it. But before we start, bro, I think I have the Kata. So in this match, I want a mulligan for the Katakuris, control their board, and so. But it's my first time, so I know he's an aggressive leader. He goes wide, but he has to take a life, so that's really good. Here, having Rago, that's really good too. He plays the Shura. But before we continue, man, Ginger, shout out to you, man. Great game. I wish you wouldn't, trash your loot, your Ish or your Geckos. It makes your, just so hard. But let's keep grinding, brother. Let's keep getting better. And thank you for the games, man. Always a pleasure, man. So yeah, guys. So here I don't have experience against the leader, but I went back to the fundamentals. I'm just reading a few cards. Like I said, it's my first time playing against it. Maybe, like I said, once in the same. I don't know. Because I haven't had this team forever, but I know he's an aggressive leader. So I know they play like a lot of high cost characters like 6/6 5s, So I'm like, if you being aggressive to be aggressive, you need to take a life. So here, people were telling me like, oh, you should starve them, and Nell is really good at starving, But it's now with the Nami. You can be more aggressive, and he's gonna take life no matter what. So the starving game, you're not gonna get a lot of value because he's gonna take life. So let's go to life. He's gonna take, of course. He's not. It's early game. Good players gonna take that 9 any time of the day. Like players with knowledge. You gotta take the. You're not gonna give me 3 cards in the first attack, or 2 cards. Context matter, like I say. You playing around specific cards, yeah, but if not, just go. So here I have Rago, have Katakuri, have the Ace. If you guys notice, I have an alternate Ace. I was able to get a cool stuff today. I have discount, so I was able to get it. And also, I traded with Nick. You guys gonna see my beautiful, insane pulls at the end of the game, at the end of the tournament. I had to trade one of the cards that I pulled, unfortunately, that I like it. I wanted to keep it, but hey, you traded for. I got the alternate Ace, so now I got 2. So excited, man! I'm so excited. I take my time with the alternate arts. This deck is so consistent. I'm just reading the cards, making sure everything's doing the right way. I know they told me you want to remove that character, but he's a lot of pressure. He's a 6/8. That's a lot of pressure. But you just gotta have a balance or going. So he's going to life. I'm like, you have 3 life. I'm gonna Raigo that. That's the advantage of playing, like having that all removal, because you can like control the pressure. So now he loses leader fed, he plays another one. So he's scary. I definitely have he helped me because I had good triggers. So having good triggers helps against aggro decks. But that's why we play a low remove. Like that's why I really love, instead of playing cards like I'm gonna be testing. I'm gonna be trying different things. I'm not afraid of taking different cards, looking at how the meta is developing. But the reason, in this, since EVO1, I don't play the I Am God, the 5/7 Rush. It's because they can put the work, but they're bricks for your hand. And the good thing about playing cards like the Nami, the Onami, the Raigos, is like you can still be aggressive and control board at the same time. And when they print Ace, you're like, that's a great card. So you just that's the advantage of Enel. You can adapt to so many different things. I feel like Enel is a leader that he might not. To me, it's amazing. He's one of the best leader at grinding games, but everything else he does is like okay. You see what I'm saying? He's good, at least good. So he can be a little bit of aggressive. You can be like okay, he can be aggressive. Oh, you're good at being aggressive. Maybe you're good at being, all the things. Every deck is, he's good at removal. Like man, I just if you with all the support, he has some proxies. Just telling me, okay, that's okay. He just Anel is great at that thing, and just we getting this new, getting every set we getting new cards that just helping be able to be more grind and more control. So here, given the Raigo have another one, it is what it is. I'm able to establish, an Ami, so that's good, and that's what you want to do. I feel like in this matchup you want to play you want to mulligan. At least for now, I will be mulligan for Katakuris and the Namis because they can put a lot of pressure early game, and having the aces also in the late game is really good, really good. And remember, now I'm blessed to have a good trigger and then play the Nami to remove his board. He plays that. That's insane. Just making sure, making sure everything's good. Now I think he has a 2 life. So like I say, in this game, I was blessed to have good triggers. And this trigger right now is insane. And I think it's just, this is having flanking there is amazing. Why? Because I'm able to draw a card and then I'm able to put more pressure on board. Like I say, I don't know what all the cards they can play or whatever. But I learned that they run a lot of defensive events. So that leader is going to be hard to kill. But you just gotta have a balance of managing the resource. So now in one turn he established a 8k and a 7k. That's scary, guys. I know I have pressure on board next turn, but that's scary, man. This leader is definitely gonna be a good leader in the format. Because if you cannot answer his aggression, he's gonna overwhelm you. You have to go. You just need to. Me as an NL player, I just need to have a lot of good things go my way to compete. Because look. They play that, they play El Tor, so they have a lot of defense. So and he's a 5 life leader, so good luck killing him. Good luck rushing him down. So here we top deck another Kara. That's not bad either. So here what you wanna do is I wanna put pressure on life and play the Kara. So you go 5 alive because you need to see how it's gonna react, and not attacking here with board is a big mistake because you just need to put pressure, and then those characters they become lockers because he doesn't want to have 3-5k attacks every turn, and having that blocker early is really really good because Jello doesn't have bottom deck. They might play cards like Amaru, stuff like that, but they don't have bottom deck. So that blocker has a lot of value. So 5 alive, he's giving me counter. There you go. And then a 5 alive, he's giving me more counter. He gives me that. And I'm like, for a 5, that's amazing. But he gets to play that, all more cards. So yeah, that deck is gonna be good, guys. I might build it, guys. There's other leaders I'm looking at it. It's just next month I think we're gonna have a few store regionals. Hopefully your boy Brandon's gonna get in, and I feel like it might be an L because pudding is gonna be. I'm pretty sure I can find a build that's really good across a lot of different leaders. But pudding is like, what about if I don't see my 10 drop? I'll just lose. Katakuri, amazing leader. I'm gonna bring it back one of these days. So yeah, I play, go 5 3 times and then remove the pressure. Now, he's healthy, but now he doesn't have that pressure to try to like go for game or something. So like I was saying, Katakuri, I think it's gonna be insane. He can definitely be broken. But it's like what I like about Nell over those leaders I just mentioned is like I can like adapt to a lot of different strategies. And I get to showcase my knowledge of the matchups. Of course, I need to see my cards, it is what it is. But I feel like with the build that I have with the Nell, I can adapt to so many different strategies. So that's what I really like. Kara, Pudding, they're going to be amazing and broken. But if it's not your day, you can do really bad. Like with Pudding and Kara, I feel like I cannot, so in some scenarios, I cannot outskill my opponent. I'll play my opponent. because it's like, yes, I can do, I can manipulate my dons, I can do a lot of that, I can manipulate my curve, but I'm limited to what I can do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more depending on triggers and like my 10 drop, generically speaking. But with Enel, yes, you have the Yamato, but that's the advantage. Like you have Kara, Yamato, Aces, you have blockers, you have Rush with Enel 7 cost early, you have Rago to remove their 10 drop. Like you can adapt to different things. You have triggers like Franklin, you know, from live that can play with herself. You know, now we have the new Namis, like, you know, it's just, that's what I love about it now. But like I said, guys, behind the scenes, I'm starting to grind with Lucci, baby. Got a beautiful alternate leader. And after the tournament ends, I'm gonna showcase what I pull and yeah, showcase what I pull. And man, I'm just so happy, so blessed, man. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Appreciate the guys that were on the live streams. Yeah. And shout out to all the players for in the store allowing me to record, have fun. Right now, he put pressure on my board, guys. The only reason I didn't defend is because I'm just gonna be dropping high cost characters, and I want to have counter to defend those, because it can come down to that. Defending those 5 cost characters, it does nothing to me right now. Yes, technically speaking, I could have swing a couple of 3 times 5 and, you know, play another card or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, you know, like I need to have counter to be able to defend my high cost character, because that's probably gonna be my win condition now. You know, you just gotta be able to adapt. You know, like if he would have swing 6, yes, I would have given a 2K, but he went 7 twice. That's a great number. I'm not gonna give you 4 cards. And he still had 3 downs open, so he potentially could have eat a lot of cards out of my hand. And to be honest, you know I don't have the best targets with Yamato right now. If I was able to kill the holy right, the ball guy with my Yamato, I might put to play Yamato, go 6 and 8 alive. But at the same time, that's a lot of pressure. I think I gain more value. I go in 5 alive, 8 to 7, 10 to 7, because I'm be asking a lot of cards out of his hand to protect that board. Because if like I say, if he keeps the board, that's fine. But I have counter in hand and I have a blocker. And here he's in a time bomb. Because if I eat his hand or his board, it's a win-win for me. You know, like it's plusing. So I swing 5, he gives me a 2K. He has 3-4 cards in his hand, and that feels good. You know, it doesn't have all the. But this is what I learned. I'm like, oh my god, man, they have a lot of events to defend their board. But going for live here, I would give. Okay, so if I go for live here, he survived, and then he have enough counter to remove my to protect when I go for Lito next turn probably. So he's just showing me the proxy. Okay, that's the event. Okay, man, that's fine. That's fire, man. Shout out again to Arcatelis and Nick for allowing us to use proxies. The reason I got my cards is because I'm going to more tournaments. So not all the stores allow you to use proxies. So here, guys, 4K, man. He's 11K, man. I mean, like, wow, bro, you're insane, man. So many, but he still have 2 cards, but he's gonna draw and like, okay, I'm at 2 life. I have a blocker and I can defend my board, so let's see what happens. Yeah. And here we're both like, he has to hit me 4 times to kill me, so that's fine. That's good for me. But we both, like, he's in a time bomb where like I don't have a lot of cards in hand. I only have 2 life. He's telling me he's 6K. I'm like, oh, appreciate it. I know because I used to play that. Hey, remember, guys, Holy Combo was the staple in Shura. So oh my god, sorry about that. On Enel. So I miss those cards, so I'm missing 2 Shura winners, so I gotta get those. But I definitely see myself playing Kalgara, man. It looks so much fun. So he goes 5 alive. I'm thinking what to do, because there. Oh my god, this is insane. So this is just, I draw a card. It's a counterless card, but he has 3-4 more attacks. He has to hit me 3 times to kill me, and I can definitely block one of those. So he goes 6 alive. I'm like, I should counter this for sure, because then he can try to math me out. But I still, like I say, I have enough counter and I have a blocker. But I'm also, I don't know if they play Amaru, So I gotta play around Amaru too. So I'm like, I'm gonna counter this, because I'm also playing around Amaru this turn. But if you guys saw through the match, we were blessed to have good triggers, but also you just gotta have a good game sense. So we're like, okay, I'm gonna go for board, then I go for live, and then we go from there. I go in 7 alive. The reason I take is because I'm gonna go back to 1, and you only have 2 more attacks. I'm giving the Kara. I'm not gonna play that card anymore. Okay, so the reason I gonna block here with the blocker is because I'm afraid that he have Amaru, and then for some reason I cannot match him out. So here I don't know how many dons he's gonna pay. I think 7. He plays the rush A. So, but he's gonna rethink the attack though. He's gonna rethink it. He's like, oh, can I take it? Like, yeah, you should go, bro. I haven't done anything. So he's thinking, what's... Yeah, I think he take it back. We say, how many dons you have? And then he's like, oh, wait a minute, I can do something better. So it's like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, sure. It's fine. You know, it's locals. Like I say, it's one of the homies that got us. A great player, man. Always fun to play with you. So here, he's gonna swing big. I don't know where though. How much is that? 11, bro. That's crazy. But I'm like, 2 cards in hand. I'm gonna counter this. Why? Because I have the Franklin, so I'm just gonna, you know. Like I said, it can get scary, but even if I do this, I'm having more... I can heal, and I can like... I have counters, so if he kills... Like, if I don't kill him next turn, it's scary, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie. Because I don't have no blocker, I have 1 life, and he has like an insane board. But I'm going for game no matter what. I have 4 attacks, he has 2 life. Yeah, that's what I did. I just defended, and then he passes. So I draw for turn. I'm thinking what to do here. He has 2 cards in hand. 1 done, no done's open. Oh, I thought he had 1 done open. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go 7, and then I just math you out. I don't think they play cards like Capone. Maybe Capone would be hard for me. Like I said, I don't know all the cards they play. I gotta do more knowledge in the matchup. Because here, what I would have done probably just went for board, maybe play the Yamato. But here, I feel like I have to go for game. So he triggers something. So he triggers the Shirayoshi. So that's really good. Oh, he had 1 done open. I don't know what done was. I'm lost. Okay. So he discards those 2 cards. He still has... now he has 3 cards in hand. I know his last life is not a trigger. So I'm just gonna go maybe 9. I'm gonna force all those cards out of your hand. You just at this point, you just math him out. Just be mindful. Like I say, you know, always rely on the good habits. And then yeah, just everything here. And GG's, brother. GG's, man. That was fun, guys. Shout out to Delgado. This is his first time playing the Deca thing in the tournament, so I know he's learning. So, and I also gotta learn more about the matchup. Like I said, you just stick to your fundamentals and have a balance of that's what's the advantage on me going for board the previous turn, because all his event that was gonna keep him alive, he was forced to use it to put pressure on me. So yeah, but let me showcase the pools, guys, and to wrap it up. So let's get it. One second. All right, guys. So here we are. We're gonna showcase the pricing, man. I was blessed to get good pools. Somebody told me this card is like $12. I didn't know. So I'm super excited. I wish it was a Shura. I'm trying to get my playset. But we got, I don't know how many packs we got, but we start opening the packs. And yeah, let's see if we get anything good, guys. To me, man, it was worth it. If you wait, it's going to be worth it. And one of those cards that I traded for to get my second alternate RA, so I'm so happy. So I started with leader packs. Lately, I've been getting bad luck. I top a treasure card and I got a half a box, and they were all leader packs, man. So depressing. But hey, I cannot control the luck in the packs. You just you earning pricing, and hopefully you get good stuff. So here, guys, we get a bank card. Come on, brother. Come on. Give me something better. So here, 2 packs so far, guys. Yep, we're gonna opening, man. Again, shout out to all the players, guys. Shout out to you, man, for your support. I cannot believe we're about to hit 1,100. Your support has been amazing. We have special news coming soon, more different type of content coming soon, and we're gonna keep grinding. So hopefully we keep growing. We're gonna oof, we get a Sanji. Somebody told me that's like a $15 card, so I'm super excited. It's getting trade value. People are saying it's going up. It's always welcome, man. It's always welcome. Um, so yeah, hopefully we can get for equipment. I'm trying to get a mic, more stuff, to do more and more better quality content for you guys, so that like, okay, so nothing here, to showcase my journey, man. I love One Piece. You guys are making my dream come true. Like, giving us support in YouTube, and like the Discord community is amazing. Uh, we have some trollers there. They like to make jokes, but they're great people. They don't mean no harm. They just like to have fun, man. And you gotta have a good. If you're respectful and there's nothing out of line, you can make jokes, man. It's fine. And but they're funny, man, and they're they're like the Gene Carreys of our servers. Ooh, there you go, guys. There you go. Oh my God. I wish the quality of the video was better, but man, beautiful card in person. I know it's not the best, whatever. It's the GTA Nami. I wanted to keep it. My daughter loved Nami character. I showed her a picture of it, and she's like, "What is that? That looks weird." So I guess I don't feel that bad for trading her. And yeah, I traded that in a regular Ace 10 drop to get my alternate art. So I was super excited, guys. But guys, again, thank you for your support. We're gonna keep grinding. Big surprises coming soon. More collaboration. A lot of surprises for you guys. Thank you so much for your support. We're gonna keep grinding. Yeah, nothing amazing there, but hey, we got amazing. We top our first local for OP-08, and we're gonna keep grinding for you guys. So hey, tell me in the comments down below what I could have done better. What's your leader for OP-08? And give me love, man. I always read in the comments. So again, guys, thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This is your boy Brennis talking BS like always. But okay, man. Have a great day, great night. Take care. Whatever time frame you're watching this, whatever, man. GG's. I'm out. Take care.